Patrick's Landing novel by Marie D. Henry, copyrighted 2010. Episode 10. On episode 9, we ended where Mr. Doucet had asked Oswald to come to his place for Christmas. And this was the line: "You come home with me at Noel time. You are a good young man. You work hard. I watch you work. I know you make a good husband for my Lizzie." He stopped and waited for an answer. Oswald remembered thinking that the old man was out of his head if he thought that he was going to get him to go with him at Christmas break. He would be going home to make sure his mother was getting along okay and that there was enough wood to last the rest of the winter, not to mention food and other things they might be in need of. He had thought, "Sure, old man, I want to marry your daughter about as much as I want to go out in the storm." He wanted to say that out loud to the old Frenchman. Instead, he puffed on his pipe and tried to look like he was interested and considering the offer. He slowly removed the pipe from his mouth and blew the smoke towards the bunkhouse roof. The talk and banter around him had become silence. The men were waiting to see how he would react to the old man's invitation. He let his blue eyes pierce through the haze of smoke around his face. Every face was turned in their direction. He thought fast. "If I refuse, they will torment me the rest of the winter about being woman scared. And if I accept, they will be waiting to see if I make it with the girl when I get back. Either way, I am in a neatly set trap." The old Frenchman made his plans well. He took another deep drag on the pipe stem and this time blew the smoke towards the men watching them. "Well, maybe the girl is as pretty as her father claimed, and besides, it would be interesting to meet someone from outside of the community of Patrick's Landing for a change. I do not find the girls there to be what I want for a wife. Sure, they are okay to have a good time with, but I want a wife who is chaste. And what man didn't?" he thought. He looked down at Mr. Doucet's upturned face and waiting gaze. "Sure, I would like to meet your daughter, but I will have to go home first to see how my family is doing. Then I will come up to your home for Christmas. Would that be okay with you?" The old man nodded his head. Yes. He nodded again, then turned and made his way back to his bunk. Oswald remembered sitting and thinking, well, the old man surely did not waste words. He is very sure of the beauty of his daughter, but then again, all parents think their daughters are the most beautiful in the community, and all parents marry them off as soon as they can, for having an older daughter not married by the age of 18 is a disgrace to the family, and fathers find husbands for them as soon as they can. So arranged marriages is the custom of the day, and now that I have been approached in front of the men in camp by Mr. Doucet, I have to follow up and go visit the family and meet the girl. But I am not about to marry just anyone. I will have to be in love, and I will need to have a house, and that I do not have. Sure, I have 50 acres of land, and I bought from Father that is next to the family farm, but 50 acres of land is hardly enough to build a home on and to make a living from. 100 acres would be hardly enough, but a lot better than 50 acres, he thought. Finally, he knocked the ashes from his pipe that had gone out and rolled up into his blankets. Christmas is a long way off, he told himself. This is only the 1st of December, and if the winter storms keep up like this one, and that's the end of episode 10. The next one will be episode 11.